Hi, I'm Freedom. This video is for new Amazon Hub Locker Plus customer service employees and those who feel they need additional training. In this video, I will post how to do a PFLF return. A print-free label-free return. Be sure to like and subscribe. Now let's get on to the video.
Label-free box-free returns. Customers will bring unpackaged items into your location for return to Amazon. You will need to open the Amazon Hub Counter app to accept these returns. Click on the PFLF Returns function on the Store app. When a customer has a PFLF return, scan their return QR code, place the item in a polybag if needed, place an APR label on the item, scan the APR label, place the item in the directed container, and scan the container tracking ID. Important! We will sort returns into multiple containers for different return facilities. The app will indicate which return container, returns A or returns B, you need to put the item in. If an item does not match the description in the app, it's okay. Customers often return items because they received the wrong item. Amazon will correct any discrepancies later. Polybag usage. The majority of returns will not require a polybag. Items in their original packaging with a flat surface should have the APR label applied directly to them. Polybag should only be used if the item could be damaged by adhesive, is oddly shaped or has limited surface space to place a label, is not an original packaging, and has multiple pieces/components that must remain together. Examples are below. We will now demonstrate how to accept a customer return. On your scanner, click PFLF Returns. That will direct you to a separate app called Counter app. This application is strictly for label-free, box-free returns. Once we're inside that app, we will click Customer Return. You will then be directed to scan a return code. When the customer comes in, they will present to you their mobile device with a QR code and their item for return. Using your scanner on the Counter app, you're going to go ahead and use the right button on the side of the scanner to scan the QR code. After scanning the customer's QR code, you will be displayed the item that the customer is returning. Prepare item and scan return label. We're going to go ahead and get the item that the customer is returning, go to our APR labels, peel one off, and apply it directly onto the item. Then with our scanners, using the button on the right-hand side, we're going to go ahead and scan the APR label. The scanner will then direct you to which returns container this item must go in. In this specific example, this item will go in a returns A container. Locate your return box dedicated to return A items. Then grab the customer return and place the return in that box. The last step is to scan the returns A label. We'll scan the middle barcode on the returns A label. Using the button on the right-hand side of the scanner, you will scan that middle barcode. After that, the return is complete and the customer will receive an email confirmation. We will now display an example of a customer return that requires a polybag. In this specific example, the customer is returning a shirt. Because the APR label will not stick directly on the clothing item, we are going to place that item into a polybag. Once the shirt is in the polybag, we can go to our APR labels, peel one off, and put it directly onto the bag. On the scanner, using the button on the right-hand side, we will scan the APR label directly off the item. The scanner will then direct you to which returns container this item must go in. In this particular example, the return item must go in returns container B. Locate your return box dedicated to return B items and place the customer package in that designated box. Last step is to scan the returns B label. You will scan the middle barcode on the returns B label. Using the button on the right-hand side of the scanner, you will scan that label. The customer return will then be complete and they will receive an email confirmation.